Okay, so the song's meaning, Insignificant, really revolves around exploring the different topics that the world has right now in terms of challenges, right?
Yeah.
So we speak about like AI, we speak about mental health, and that's why we actually went to the Royal Columbian Hospital.
Yeah.
And that was outside like the mental health area.
Yeah.
To sort of explore that quite often, and also like I also have somebody in my life of whom sort of went down that path and everything. And,
you were telling me. Yeah, you were telling me about that.
And that was like a really close friend of mine. So when that happened, it was sort of like showed me that damn, like this is pretty real.
Yeah, like you know? It's something that like since he's your friend, it affects you personally. So it's something you have to talk you have to talk about it. You have to show care about.
Yeah, because the thing is that I started to do a lot more research, and I started to find out that like a lot of like especially like young men are the ones who deal the most with like mental health, and also like a lot of women too. The song is actually for everybody, but it's it's pretty real.
It's a super important topic that we come from. I would say we come from Africa. It's not really talked about there a lot.
All. It's like that bridge that needs to be gapped back home.
Yeah,
still needs to be made because it's like a taboo kind of like kind of situation.
Yeah,
right?
like bro, imagine them having like a World Health Center in Africa.
Yeah, man. You know,
they're not having a mental center there. Like,
man. But also, like, arguably, like, back home, there's a lot more community, right? People spend a lot more time together in comparison to, like, Vancouver.
Everywhere is, like, so isolated, right?
Yes.
It's, like, for yourself.
Here, it's very, it's a very isolated kind of thing going on here.
That's a great argument. I'm not even going to lie. That is a great argument.
Yeah.
Because, like, community builds people. Like, you cannot build a community. It takes one community to raise one person.
Yeah.
So, like, when you have everyone putting in, you have, like, your neighbor who's always being friendly alone. Man.
Just your neighbor saying, hey, look, hi, how's everything going?
How are the kids?
Here, bro, they'll just look at you like, bro.
I mean, like, everyone got bills to pay.
No, everybody has bills to pay, and everyone is just busy,
It's like, so, it is what it is, though.
So, that was pretty much, like, the insignificant topic was really just, like, exploring.
How people,
and it's also about, like, sort of having to deal with that side of, that part of you that can sometimes fall down to these kind of things. And sort of have to get rid of that person almost.
Yeah.
To sort of, like, start a new fresh, right? So, really, the song was revolved around mental health and everything. And how that came into life when Alan heard it, though.
So when I heard it, so I remember the first time Leon hit me up. Wait, when was this? I think it was
the song dropped like February, so it must have been like a month after. So March.
When you called me, I remember you called me and you were like, "Oh, I have this new music video I need to shoot," and you sent it to me. And at first I listened to it, and I'm like, "Oh, it's good." Then I tried to understand, like, because you were like, "Oh, we need to shoot a music video for it," and we've shot a couple of music videos in the past, and like a majority of the music video was related to how like the vibe of the song. Like I needed to know, like, oh, was this gonna be a high beat, upbeat song, like where it's like flashy and like just up and, but it's like you were trying to write your feelings in a song. Basically, that's why I got. It's like you were trying to tell a story. Oh, guys, this is how I'm feeling. It's like a man trying to show his emotions, which a lot of men don't do these days. So that's why I heard in the song. It's like a man, he's pouring out his heart. He's telling the world how he feels and how other people, telling the world that other people who feels like this are not alone. Like there are other people feeling the same way he felt. So I took that into a song to make it something where I feel a lot of people could understand or see themselves, like the character in the song, in the music video. The character in the music video was you, but I felt like a lot of people could replace you with themselves.
Facts.
Right. People are always going through secret battles with themselves. They're like they're going through a lot by themselves, and no one will ever know. But that basically shows that, this is not only you going through this this situation where like, oh, you're trying to fight this inner side of you, whether it might be a dark side or even a good side, because that's what we didn't tell you. Oh, the person trying to kill him was the bad guy, right? So that could have been even.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we just don't know if you good or bad guy.
You don't know if it's like you're fighting your inner, because a lot of people are fighting their good side. they're trying to overthrow their good side with their bad side. So you don't know, right? So it's something that a lot of people could have seen and gotten at least something from it. Like, oh, am I fighting my bad side, or am I fighting my bad side, or am I fighting my good side? Like, which is beneficial for me. So
like, sometimes in this life, when you're like a very nice person or loving person, sometimes eventually that can sometimes go away because you keep on being overwhelmed and manipulated.
Yeah, it's like you're like, fuck everyone. Everyone can go fucking
right.
die,
so your good part, it's almost as if you're fighting for your good part to go away.
Yeah.
But you might just be a good person.
Yeah, exactly. That's like, why do you have to fight for something that's there? Right? Yeah. Like, you're trying to fight it away because, and it's like, it's your good part. You're fighting. You're struggling. Like, genuinely think about the concept of it. You're fighting to push something that's good for you away. Like.
So it's really like the good thing about the music videos. Also, it's like it's open to your interpretation in terms of where you place yourself. There, right? Are you the one who's trying to fight for yourself? Are you the one who's maybe trying to kill yourself and trying to get an old version of yourself? You know. You know, the therapy session too, right?
Yeah.
Like, where does that sit for you? Are you open to therapy?
Yeah.
Have you been to therapy? What's your perception on therapy too, right?
Yeah.
And it's also crazy, like what I heard, like what happens in America and sometimes, or like around the world, is sometimes when you go to therapy, a lot of the times they might be so quick to give you medicine.
Yeah.
Instead of sort of walk you through what you gotta feel.
Yeah, it'd be like, here are some opioids.
Yeah, right.
Start your addiction early. Here are some drugs. Start your addiction early. Boom.
Start your addiction early. You know what I'm saying? It's like, instead of finding really natural ways to deal with the shit.
Trying to analyze what actually causes people. Like, no one ever really wants to talk about the stress of family homes.
Yeah, man.
Like, there are a lot of kids going through mental torment in their family homes alone.
Yep.
And it's like, you probably think, oh, it's just the mental illness on the person. But, like, when you're around people who causes stress or, like, mentally fuck you, it can lead to like mental problems and stuff like that.
And at the end of the day, it's like we can only see so much about medicine, but in a
like,
world where like
we need like a realistic solution.
Yeah, man.
Like something that I don't want to say a permanent fix because you can't really say, oh, there's going to be a permanent fix, but you need something that actually is proven to work constantly. That's not medicine. Yeah. Because medicine does affect people too,